We have arrived at the port of Amsterdam.
See, we go down into a lowland now. And we have a dike running parallel to us here on the left-hand side. And behind that dike sits a canal. And that canal has a level higher than the road on which we are driving in the moment. And that canal we call a ring canal, a circular canal. This circular canal sits all around the lowland and has a high level of water, higher than the small canals you see here in the lowland. Here to your left, and look at the cows and their beautiful cattle here. Is the what we call Frisians. You know, many people call them Holstein or pronounce it Holstein. But look at the small canals, dear people, here. Look at them left. These small ones running all parallel here. You see? One after the other, we have the canals here. To the left and also to the right-hand side, we can see them very well here on the left-hand side. 70% increase in 60 some years, so that's really an enormous increase. And so we had to build many quarters around our old communities. This is very typical, such a Dutch new quarter, residential quarter, like you see here on your left, for instance. Here they have a lot of room that is nice still, so they made a nice park as well here on the right hand side. They live in a nice area here, I think, these people. The cost of such a house, like here on the left, in a row, as you see, not too large, it can easily house a family with 2 children. It has a small yard in front and a backyard with a shed for the bikes and so on. Such a house costs here average about 270,000 euros. That's about the price. If you would be able to rent it out of a building corporation, you know the phenomenon of the building corporation as well, the non-profit corporations who are building to house people with not such a big purse, when you have the chance to rent such a house, you would pay about 600 euros a month. Very much representing everywhere, the small houses of Holland. You see that we are fishing. Have a look. Do you see the net there drying between the 2 poles? How do you call that in English?
Keep net. Keep net.
A keep net. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. A fug, we say in Holland. Keep net. Okay. So there we are. Very Dutch, as you can see. This is one of the main canals of Edam. This one, you see, we have 2 drawbridges there, and another one over there, and we'll see more of them. This is one of the major canals of Edam, connecting with the former Zuiderzee. You know Edam because of its cheese, and indeed the Delton cheese since the 16th century, but their main activity was trade. They were a trade center like Amsterdam, but much smaller than Amsterdam. Amsterdam became in the 17th century, for 70 years, World Trade Center. It was really enormous. And many other places in the area of Amsterdam, they went with the flow, you understand? So they're smaller, it's very near Amsterdam, also a port at the Zuiderzee, and they also became important trade centers. And then economically, Edam died. You see, not Amsterdam, but Edam did as a port. But the cheese business went on, and that's how actually the city is known. We leave him because of the fact that he doesn't want to give us freedom of religion. And then in the 17th century, everything booms here. Amsterdam as the very center, as the engine of the whole thing. 70 years, it's a long period of time to lead the world trade. And then it goes over to London, of course. Oliver Cromwell. You realize that we have a whole plan of canals here, like we have seen on the lowlands, in the meadows, also in the cities, also in Amsterdam. We have canals everywhere, running parallel to make it possible to live here. And to repair our ships, and we bought from the Indians there a peninsula by the name of Manhattan. 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 That was the old name of the... Much older than the tower. It's very strange. This is typical something for us. So you could call it really an icon of Holland, such a tower. You should come a little bit longer to us, and I could have showed you so much more of Amsterdam, for instance. And Amsterdam, we built where you have the dam square, the central square today. We built a big dam in the river, from one bank to the other bank, to stop the water flooding the city. When the level of the sea came up gradually in a certain city. That's why Amsterdam is called Amsterdam. It was called after the dam in the Amstel River.
This is the open-air museum of Dutch culture. A lot of these buildings have been originals that were taken apart from wherever they were and restored here.
Walls to make walls out of trucks. So the winding shores of the country,